The night sky over Tel Aviv, usually alive with the glow of skyscrapers, bustling nightlife, and the distant hum of a city that never truly sleeps, suddenly turned ominous on that fateful evening in late March 2026. Sirens wailed across the urban sprawl, piercing the cool Mediterranean air like desperate cries for help. Residents who had grown accustomed to the sporadic tensions of the region paused mid-conversation, mid-meal or mid-step, their faces illuminated only by the screens of their phones as alerts flooded in. Incoming missiles, the notifications read, urging everyone to seek shelter immediately. But this time it felt different. This was not just another round of rockets from distant proxies. This was Iran directly unleashing its most advanced arsenal, the Sejjil ballistic missiles, streaking toward Israel's heart with terrifying precision and power. As the first waves of alerts spread, families scrambled into reinforced basements and public bunkers, clutching children and elderly relatives. The Sejjil, a solid-fueled intermediate-range ballistic missile developed by Iran's Revolutionary Guard Corps, represented a leap in Tehran's capabilities. Unlike older liquid-fueled systems that required lengthy preparation, the Sejjil could be launched quickly, maneuver in flight to evade defenses, and deliver a heavy warhead capable of causing widespread damage. Analysts had long warned of its potential, estimating ranges exceeding 2,000 kilometers and speeds that could reach Mach 13 or more in terminal phases, making interception a monumental challenge even for Israel's vaunted Iron Dome, David's Sling, and Arrow systems. On this night, those defenses, layered and battle-tested though they were, faced an overwhelming salvo. Multiple salvos, reports suggested 4 or more in rapid succession, targeted not just military sites but civilian infrastructure in and around Tel Aviv. The first impacts sent shockwaves through the city. Explosions boomed in the distance, their orange fireballs lighting up the horizon before the power began to flicker. Streetlights dimmed one by one, traffic signals went dark, and high-rise buildings that had been symbols of Israel's technological prowess plunged into shadow. Emergency generators kicked in at hospitals and critical facilities, but for much of the metropolis, the blackout was total and immediate. Power grids, already strained by weeks of conflict, suffered catastrophic failures as missiles or their debris damaged substations and transmission lines. Tel Aviv, the vibrant economic and cultural hub with its beaches, cafes, and innovation districts, transformed in minutes from a beacon of light into a darkened silhouette against the starry sky. Panic rippled through neighborhoods as people emerged cautiously from shelters only to find themselves navigating by flashlight and moonlight, the usual urban symphony replaced by the wail of ambulances and the murmur of worried voices. In the hours that followed, details emerged piecemeal through fragmented communications. Social media, when it worked on battery-powered devices, filled with videos of streaking lights overhead, intercepted missiles exploding in brilliant pyrotechnics, and then the dreaded direct hits. One Sejjil reportedly penetrated defenses and slammed into a central street, carving a crater and shattering the facades of nearby apartment buildings. Glass rained down like deadly confetti, injuring passersby who had not reached safety in time. 4 people were confirmed hurt in that single impact, with shrapnel and blast effects sending dozens more to overcrowded emergency rooms running on backup power. Fires broke out in several districts, fueled by ruptured gas lines or damaged infrastructure, their glow providing the only illumination in vast swaths of the city. Firefighters, operating under blackout conditions, battled the blazes with limited visibility, their efforts hampered by the chaos. The Iranian regime, locked in an escalating war that had begun earlier in 2026 with Israeli and American strikes on its nuclear and military sites, framed the attack as retaliation. State media in Tehran broadcast images of the launches, hailing the Sejjil as a symbol of resistance against what they called Zionist aggression. Supreme leaders, successors, or spokesmen vowed that more waves would follow if the assaults on Iranian soil continued. The conflict had already claimed thousands of lives on both sides, with Iranian civilian casualties mounting from precision airstrikes on facilities in Tehran, Isfahan, and beyond. Now, Israel was feeling the direct sting of Tehran's long-range reach. The Sejjil's solid propellant allowed for rapid deployment from mobile launchers hidden in Iran's rugged terrain, evading some of the preemptive strikes that had degraded other parts of the missile program. Back in Tel Aviv, the human stories unfolded in the darkness.